Artificial intelligence, or AI, is one of the greatest threats to humanity in the 21st century. Artificial intelligence and AI are growing at such a rapid rate that it's very easy for it to spiral under control or spiral out of control. Why? Well, AI right now has been a great benefit to a lot of us. The most obvious, connection to us is ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is just some large language model. Yes, it's AI, but at the core of it, it's really just predicting the next word based on a huge, ginormous amount of data. And so, even though ChatGPT has been very helpful and beneficial, in terms of AI, it's really not that smart. But that being said, we are making huge and rapid advancements in AI. And why exactly is that dangerous? How can ChatGPT, a simple large language model, be dangerous? Well, I think it's not exactly large language models that we should be scared of, but AGI, or artificial general intelligence. And that's sort of coming to a model, or basically a form where AI can start to learn on itself, where AI doesn't need human input or as much human data and can evolve by itself. And I think that is quite scary. And a lot of a lot of AI researchers at the forefront of AI and technology are also really, really worried. And for good reason. I mean, it's been foreshadowed by in so many different places, in literature, in books, in different movies like Terminator, that robots one day will take over the earth and us humans will no longer be the dominant species. Instead, we're just slaves to what robots are. And even though we might have created a AI, in the end, AI will control us. Or at least that's the narrative that people have painted. Now, is that actually true? Are we actually in danger of this? What are my thoughts? Well, let's consider OpenAI's current, I think, the founder or the chief scientist, Ilya. Now, you'd think that the chief scientist of OpenAI would know a fair amount, right? And so you'd probably consider his word to be moderately, what's the word? Uh, of high trust, right? And Ilya is one of the most concerned people, I think, in the AI industry about our advancements in AI. In fact, there have been policies and lots of protests, or at least petitions, about slowing down the advancements in AGI. Because the crux of it is that if we advance too much, the crux of it is that if we advance too fast and too far in AI, then we'll very easily overlook dangers in it, in how it might present itself. For example, one very obvious avenue that isn't exactly AI, destroying us all with guns, is the spread of misinformation, right? With the increase in AI and chatbots and even like generative AI, the spreading of misleading information, particularly in having, let's say you have a model of the president, and you have the president say something and it seems real, right? What is stopping people from abusing that and telling people what isn't correct, right? Imagine you had a mandate that a president gave, and you fake this, telling everyone to, I don't know, go outside and rob a bank, right? That could be believable with the current technology, but it's definitely not safe. And I think if we don't put in this correct policies and procedures, then we're going to end up really shooting ourselves in the foot. Now, I think AGI is something that we're still quite far away from, but even simple things like bypassing security and the spreading of false information is something that will be very, very dangerous to our society, especially since we're sort of built on the web, the internet, and information. And I think in a world where you can't tell right from wrong, from fake or real, is a very dangerous world that I don't think would be nice to live in. Imagine if you had to second guess yourself every time you saw something on the internet. Internet is a very trustworthy place. Well, not, I wouldn't say trustworthy, but it's a place with a lot of information that a lot of people go to diagnose problems. Now, imagine if everything you saw was trying to sell you something. It wouldn't be a nice place. So I think AI, at least AI in the next few years, is going to be, yeah, very dangerous. And if we don't navigate it properly, we're gonna, yeah, really, really regret it. And it might not look like robots or some AI fleet controlling us, burning the earth. But I think it'll be more nuanced than that. And yeah, we really need to be careful of it, because if we do get to some AGI, it'll rapidly evolve and scale by itself. And so by the time we get there, it's way too late. The growth isn't linear. The growth just becomes more and more exponential.